What's up, guys? NFL Talk here with the last video of the night. Playoffs, the NFC this time around. Seattle Seahawks wrapping it up with the wild card over the Detroit Lions. It was a tough break for the Detroit Lions. Their offense was shut down. All they could do was get field goals, but that's pretty much it. They were kept out of the end zone completely. Nothing they can do. Um, the defense of the Detroit Lions were up and down. There were quarters where they just stamped down, nothing comes through at all. And there were times where the Seahawks were able to get things going, especially in the rushing with Rawls. So it ended up being Seattle Seahawks winning 26 to Detroit Lions 6. No touchdowns whatsoever for the Detroit Lions. It was a mess. So here it is, the stats. Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson with 23 completions out of 30, 224 yards, and 2 touchdown passes. So fantastic job from him. He didn't have to do so much because the rushing kicked in. It kicked in big time. And they're one of the worst in rushing. Surprising enough, ever since Beast Mode left, retired, the rushing has been bad until today. It went crazy. The receivers, you got this boy, Doug Baldwin, with 11 receptions, 104 yards, and a touchdown. That crazy ass pass. I even thought that was not a pass. I thought it was an incompletion, but looking at the replays, like, oh, they got that. They got that. They didn't even touch the ground. And Baldwin just dogging these secondaries like they nothing. He was dead staring at one of those cornerbacks. I forgot who. Just dogging that boy in the face like, nah, you ain't touching me. You ain't getting me today. So good job from Baldwin. You got also something from Richardson, 48 yards and a touchdown. Jimmy Graham, he got hurt tonight, I believe. 37 yards from him. Carries with 14 yards. Collins with 11. And that's pretty much it for the receivers. The rushing, Thomas Rawls killed it tonight. And I believe he created set a record for the franchise for post yardage. 27 carries for 161 yards. Um, and a touchdown to boot. So good job from him. Fantastic job from the offense. They did get stopped at times. Like in the first quarter, they got stopped, and in the third quarter, they got stopped by the Detroit Lions defense. But in the second and fourth quarter, all of them. The defense, fantastic. Wenger did a fantastic job. You got Chancellor, Cam Chancellor, great job from him. Richard Sherman, of course, you know he ain't playing. He gonna be barking. He gonna be talking. Bennett too. He was dogging people too. Everybody was dogging each other. Just great job for the defense. They were just consistent all night long. Nothing wrong. So that's it. They move on to the division round. Now, the Detroit Lions, tough break. Um, Another loss. Matthew Stanford, 18 completions out of 32, 205 yards. No interceptions. There was no interceptions whatsoever in this game, but no touchdowns for the Detroit Lions. So, um, Marvin Jones with 81 yards. Golden Tate only for 25 yards. The rushing, Zenner with 34 yards rushing. And that's pretty much it. The Detroit defense, like I said, it was up and down, but they had their moments where they just stopped the Seahawks offense, but no one capitalized on that. The offense couldn't capitalize on that because the Legion, boom, smashed them all, smash them. So that's a wrap up of the wild card right there, first one. So the Seattle Seahawks, I believe, will be facing the Atlanta Falcons. So That's going to be a big matchup, a big time offense versus, I would say, a big time defense who are on a roll, very huge roll. So offense versus defense, Matt Ryan versus the Legion of Boom. Of course, he got Julio Jones down there, so he still has some chance in it. So that's it for tonight. Tomorrow, my New York Giants face probably the biggest matchup currently right now in the playoffs. The Green Bay Packers. Everybody's been talking about that all week long. I've been thinking about that all week long. It's going to be the toughest thing. We're going to Lambeau Field. We're going to Aaron Rodgers' place, the bad man, Stephen A. Smith. It's going to be the toughest thing. It's going to be cold. It's going to be freezing. It's going to be blizzardy. It's going to be snowy. You're going to be in a tough, bad shape. Especially our offense sucking so bad. But hopefully our defense could give us the opportunity until Eli just kick it in. You know. That's it. Peace.